Who was Walt Disney? Written by Whitney Stewart and illustrated by Nancy Harrison. Hey, that's silly. Why, I'm Walt Disney, and this is the story of my life. Walt Disney was a class clown. He even brought a mouse to school. His teacher was not happy at all, although a mouse would make Walt very famous one day. Until one day, Walt had to do a class presentation on Abraham Lincoln. He discovered that he loved acting in plays.
77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Walt and his friend liked acting in plays and drawing. Walt was an artist, but he needed to make money in order to live. He asked for a job at the post office, but the boss said he was too young, so he went home, put on a man's coat, and drew on a fake mustache. This time he got the job. Walt Disney joined the war from 1918 to 1919. He became an ambulance driver in France. When Walt returned at 18 years old, he looked like a man and was hooked on cigarettes, a terrible habit he never quit. Walt Disney moved to Kansas City and learned all animation. Animation is cartoons that move. Walt called his cartoons laughograms. Walt was finally successful. Walt moved to a place where he knew movies were made, Hollywood. Walt and his older brother Roy got together to build the Disney Brothers studio. A woman named Lillian Bounds came to work for the brothers. On July 13, Walt and Lillian got married. Mickey Mouse was Walt Disney's most famous character. Steamboat Willie in 1927 was the best short sound cartoon of its time. In 1937, Walt won a special Academy Award for his full-length animated film, Snow White. Over the next few years, Walt produced Fantasia, Pinocchio, and Bambi, but they were not as successful as Snow White. Snow White made so much money that Roy and Walt bought 51 acres of land for a new huge studio in Burbank, California. The company now was a major business employing hundreds of people. Between 1939 and 1945, World War II was affecting people from all over the world were fighting or dying. Nobody wanted to or had the money to watch cartoons. U.S. Army took over Disney Studios to make training films for soldiers. After the war, Walt Disney expanded from movies to TV. Other than cartoons, the Mickey Mouse Club was a big hit for ABC. Walt Disney did not stop with the cartoons on television. He had bigger dreams. In 1955, Disneyland opened in Anaheim, California. People all over the world were flocking to Disneyland. Walt Disney was a big kid himself. Sometimes he would disguise himself, and sometimes he would wait until after hours to enjoy Disneyland. Already he was thinking about the next big thing, the kind of place Walt would want to live himself, a city of the future, Epcot. Walt had Epcot all planned out. Epcot stands for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. Walt Disney died in 1966 at 65 years old from lung cancer. He did not live to see the opening of Disney World in Orlando, Florida in 1971. Roy was there. He waited to retire until Walt Disney World was completed. Walt Disney made the world a better place with his entertaining characters and fun theme parks.